Oh, he hit it.
Hey, how's it going everyone? My name is Jonas, or better known to you as AeonAir, and this is my 10,000 subscriber special. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for giving me this opportunity. 10,000 people, that's an insane number. It blows my mind how many people that is. I'll just quickly throw a picture up on screen how many people that actually is. 10,000 people is actually more than what lives in my town, so that's something. Anyway, enough rambling. What I want to do for this video is to give a big fat thank you to every person who's been with me throughout my adventures, supported me, helped me along the way while telling my story of how I got started with Geometry Dash and what kept me going through all these years. Because as you guys know, I've been around since 2014. I'm pretty much a veteran at this point. I've been around for way too long. So I want to tell you guys how I got started and how I've evolved throughout the years. In the background, I'll be showing clips of almost every single replay I have on my channel, small snippets of footage that I've uploaded ever since 2014. Some of them are going to be some of my most precious achievements. Yeah, so we're going to be starting with my story and how I got into Geometry Dash, what made me keep going. So sit back, crack open a cold can of Coke or whatever, and just enjoy the story, really. Alright, so back in 8th grade, my friend, I'll call him Joe for now because I don't want to reveal his name. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know if he wants his name revealed. Anyway, so Joe played this very simple platformer on his phone after gym class one day, and my friends and I, we were always very curious of what he was playing because Joe was kind of known throughout our school for always starting trends when it came to short-lived games. For instance, he was the first person at our school to play Flappy Bird. Anyway, we asked Joe what he played, and he didn't really want to tell us at first. I don't know why Joe was like this, but I think it was because he wanted to be the best at the games, so he kept them secret until he was really good at them. But me and my friends, we were really adamant about getting to know what this game was called. So after a lot of pestering and asking him what the game was called, he finally gave in, and he told us that the game was called Geometry Dash. And from that day on, it evolved from a game that I used to play during recess with my friends to a game that I obsessively played for hours on end at home, beating all the main levels after just one short week of playing. And after that 1 week, I was the best player in our school. And I had this sickening obsession with the game and looked at it on YouTube however much I could, because back then the YouTube community pretty much consisted of only Darnock, sometimes Alex Payne, and a guy named Daddy Pro. So there were only 2 exclusive GD channels at that time. It was at this point I started messing around with the Geometry Dash level editor, and I made a level called Clutter Haven, which was the first level that I ever made. And I asked Darnock back then if he could upload my level to his YouTube channel, and in response he told me that Clutter Haven was too hard for him, telling me to make my own YouTube channel to feature it there. I had originally been playing Geometry Dash on my Samsung Galaxy S5, and back then Android phones did not support Everplay, so I bought a very cheap iPad mini from my uncle, which is where I started my YouTube career. At this point I had already beaten 15 demons on my phone, so I had already developed quite well as a player, and I rebeat many of these demons when I started my YouTube channel. And on the first day of my YouTube channel, I had uploaded 8 videos, and 7 of these were demons. And this gave my channel a lot of early traction and made my channel start growing at a decent rate from the get-go, because it started getting some attention from Darnock, and there weren't a lot of people who were beating a lot of demons. Daddy Pro uploaded every once in a while. Darnock most of the time uploaded his own levels. So I was like starting this YouTube thing of beating demons from Geometry Dash with the off chance of a harder 7-star or whatever every once in a while. I had contacted Darnock about this and started talking to him, and I had also gotten into the Touch Arcade community, which is a website where you discuss phone games. This is where I started talking to RobTop, but I'll come back to this later. From my YouTube channel, I got to start talking with a few of my core fans, because back then I didn't have a lot of viewers, but I had a few people that regularly commented on my videos, and some of you guys may recognize these names. They were Mushroomy43, better known as Glitter Shroom. You had 2D, or better known today as Evasion622, and you had Rawbuck, to name 3 of them. We kind of made a key group, which was essentially the first ever English Geometry Dash group, which started forming the English Geometry Dash community, which we all love and hate today. These creators became very good friends of mine, and I still talk to Glitter and Evasion from time to time, even to this day. And I actually, their careers and their love for the game, I don't think would have kept going for so long if it wasn't for us forming this community. On May 28th, 2014, I uploaded my 100 subscriber special, which was my 5th full-length level, and it's called Time Pressure. This level is what I consider the thing that really sparked my career. It was my 2nd rated level after Electrodynamics V2. I do have a level that is older than that that's rated as well, but that was rated before it. However, Time Pressure was my first ever rated demon level, and it was with this level that I really got around talking with RobTop over Touch Arcade. Me and RobTop spoke from time to time in DMs, in the public chat room, and me suggesting things to him. We got a pretty good relation, I would say. So that's when I invited my friends over, Viprin, Glitter, Rawbuck, and Evasion, to Touch Arcade. If you guys didn't know, I actually knew Viprin before Geometry Dash. We met on a game called Transformize back in 2012, and we have been friends ever since, but that's a story for another day if you guys want to hear that. On Touch Arcade, all of us, we got to talk with RobTop, and this is how all our creating careers really kept going. Because on Touch Arcade, we could send our levels to RobTop, and that's how all our levels essentially got rated. And to this day, I do not think that without Touch Arcade, it would be possible for any of our levels to have been featured, because during Touch Arcade, we got our levels rated extremely quickly. Time Pressure, which was my 2nd rated level, was rated after only 20 downloads and 3 likes on the level. And all of us really just kept in touch with RobTop, and our creating careers really kept up, and we quickly rose into the top 100. All of us, me being the first out of our friend group to do so with my level Neon Sawblade. On Touch Arcade, Rawbuck suggested to RobTop about a moderating system, which is now the GD mods you all know so well today. But back then, this moderating system was a website where you were given a password, and we wrote the ID of the level and we sent it to Rob. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very certain that the first moderators were Rawbuck, Viprin, Glitter Shroom, and myself. We were the first 4 Geometry Dash moderators. And a little fun fact, our passwords were actually just our Touch Arcade names with the number we were. I was moderator number 4, so my password was AeonAir 4. Very original, RobTop. Anyway, this is how the moderator idea sparked and came to be for Geometry Dash in general. And I'm proud to say that I was one of the very first people to have actually been a moderator in Geometry Dash. This was in 1.8, however, the moderator thing, so we're going a little bit further back in time right now. After I got to know Glitter Shroom and all those, and started my creating career, I still kept up a very prolific demon slaying career. And on the Keep group that I mentioned earlier, more big names joined, and we formed a little community. Namely, HUUUUUGE and Riot were there, as well as Darnock and Sharifo for quite some time. But back then, Keek only allowed for 10 people in a chat room at a time, so we decided to move to WhatsApp, which is now known as MoonChat thanks to the molester moon emoji. That's also another story. I can take another time how MoonChat came to be. Anyway, in this group chat, we made a community for ourselves. We invited new people, rather big names actually, and we evolved our friendship and helped one another while still loving and having a great passion for this game that we played on the daily. And this is where we also made the first ever multiple people collab named Velocissimo, which is on Daddy Pro's account. This level was made by Glitter Shroom, Evasium, Daddy Pro, Viprin, and myself, so it's not completely a mega collab, as those are generally known for 6 people or more, but this had 5 people. But I personally do still consider this as the first ever quote-unquote mega collab. After about half a year or so of demon grinding and level creating and uploading to YouTube, me, Viprin, and Riot decided to start up a Geometry Dash clan inspired by the Korean group of players known as GW, or Geometry Dash World. This group we named Team Geometryfied, and we had a YouTube channel for that, and a Skype group chat, and took in members and got to know a lot of new people in the community. And life was, in all honesty, great. We kept this group chat for quite a long time actually, but in the end we disbanded it after me and Riot started playing less. And the YouTube channel for Team Geometryfied actually got to near 2,000 subscribers. At the time of the glory days of Team Geometryfied, I was known as and referred to as the best player in the world by many people. Even Riot himself has said that in more recent times, that during 1.6 and 1.8 I was the best player in the world, and I was the first to slay huge demons with unheard of difficulties such as Death Funk, Electrodynamics V2. I was the second ever person to beat Clubstep V2, and I was the first ever person to beat every single demon map pack while having proof of this. It's about this time in the timeline that I started tackling the 2 levels that had never been taken on before, and which eventually caused the demise of my entire GD career as a player. These were Deadly Clubstep by Neptune and Stereo Demoness by Mahim, or better known today as Marjaco, getting a best of 73% on Stereo Demoness and 71 on Deadly Clubstep, and a very sad 2-attempt practice run, dying on the first jump, meaning that I essentially beat it. And this really took a toll on me. No other level had really taken me over 10,000 attempts ever, to even mention a level taking me more than 3,000 attempts. These levels were just so out of this world in difficulty, which slowly but surely started tearing down my love for the game. But I didn't quite quit yet. I put the levels on hold, I stopped playing them, and remember, this was almost 1 whole year before anyone had beaten these levels prior to Riot beating Deadly Clubstep. But my passion for Geometry Dash was already on an all-time low. I didn't want to play anything. I kept uploading and played for a little bit, but it was around this time that 1.9 came out. 1.9 introduced the Wave Game mode, which was based off of Darnok's concept from Wave, and this game mode never really felt good with me already being on an all-time low when it came to motivation for the game, and it felt as if I didn't have control over the wave. It just frustrated me and made me angrier and angrier than ever when I was playing. And during this time, Geometry Dash was being greenlighted on Steam, meaning a proper computer version of the game was inbound. I won't by any means say I was poor by world standards, but me and my mom didn't exactly have a lot of money. Hell, at one period of time back in 2012, we were homeless for 2 weeks. Anyway, I couldn't afford a computer, and me being at the top of the player scale, I absolutely hated the fact that I couldn't keep up with the new rising stars such as Jiren David, Sobros, and even my rival Riot himself. And it made me truly upset and made me hate the game even more. The video is now deleted. It's not on YouTube. I don't think it's anywhere to be found, but I did upload a video recorded with my phone of me deleting Geometry Dash off my iPad mini. My fans, they were freaking out. I made an official quitting. I completely left my channel, and I uploaded some IRL videos such as emoji jumping skills, which has gathered quite a lot of views, and as well as some Monster Warlord, which is another game I obsessed with for a long time. However, I never really left the GD community. I was still in Moon Chat with my friends, and I checked in on YouTube every once in a while on the huge events. I commented on Riot verifying Bloodbath, and I was there when Quasar beat Bloodbath. But I was seemingly just gone for 2 whole years. 2 years of inactivity. But when Trusta verified Yatagarasu and 2.1 got released, I felt as if I missed the game. I wanted to come back to the game, and my passion for the game started rising again. I randomly asked on, I believe, Sorrow's stream if anyone would want to buy me Geometry Dash on Steam as a joke. And some guy named Rando the Commando recognized my name and decided to buy it for me so I could play it on my school laptop. And I played it every once in a while, and my love for the game just kept on growing again. It was as if I've just newly discovered the game. And it was at this time that I started talking to Trusta for real. We had been talking for a little bit before, but at this time I was starting to really get a passion for Geometry Dash again, so I started talking with him a lot. And in March of 2017, my once forgotten legacy as the known world's best player was soon to be reborn. As on March 18th, 2017, my computer and 144Hz monitor was up and running and completely functional. And in about 3 days, after almost 2 years of inactivity, I managed to beat Cataclysm by G-Boy, which is also one of my friends from Moonchat, I might add. And not even 1 month after buying my 144Hz monitor, on April 17th, I beat Bloodbath, which was a level that I once thought of as a dream level that I would never beat had become reality. After playing Geometry Dash actively again for exactly 30 days, I had beaten arguably the biggest level in Geometry Dash history. I kept up my grind, and I beat the entire Sonic series, and some more levels on the way, such as Ultraviolet by Viprin. And on May 28th, I beat Subsonic, which is to date the hardest demon I have ever beaten, being the 4th person in the world to do this. And after this, I went on to beating the Ultimate Phase, Quest for Perfection, ICDX, and the Flawless, and this is where my current playing career is on a toll, because I've moved on to more commentary-based content, which I started uploading on June 1st, 2017, beating Transcendence by Pause. And after this, I went to work loads with Trusta, making commentary and personality-based content with him, And I've also worked with other huge names such as Eric Van Wilderman, and I've been in videos with Zaro and JSOR, and did a cameo in one of Nick Babbitt's videos. And I have plans to work with many more, now having 3 running solo series, which are Road to 500, Geometry Dash with Aeon, and Creator Beatdown. I'm having more fun than I've ever had with Geometry Dash, and who knows where the future of my channel will go. I'm working on making myself a personality driven YouTuber, so once Geometry Dash inevitably will die, I will still be around. And the future is right now looking extremely bright. I'm having tons and tons of fun making content for you guys, and I'm loving the game and I'm loving playing it, and I hope I can keep doing this for several years to come. Yeah, that was my story. It's kinda shortened down a little bit, but yeah, now history just keeps being written as I've finally broken the massive 10,000 subscriber barrier. And right now I just want to take a few minutes to thank a few people who meant the most to me on my journey. I won't be mentioning everyone because that would take way too long, but I will mention the people who meant the most to me as a person and to my career in general. First off, thank you Viprin for being my friend for all this time and staying loyal with me and just being my friend and being my first friend in GD, although I knew you way before. Thank you Darnock for encouraging me to start up my own YouTube channel. Without you, I would literally not be here. I would just probably be somewhere else doing anything else. Thank you Evasion, Glitter, and Daddy Pro for being some of my earliest followers and for being some of my best friends online. Thank you XC7 and Merlo for being 2 of the best friends I've ever had. We don't talk much now anymore, which is quite sad, but I really miss you guys and want to talk more with you. Thank you Riot for being my rival and always backing me up and being an overall amazing guy, and congratulations on all your success. Thank you Weo, G-Boy, and Alex Payne for being big supporters and just overall really cool people. Thank you Rando the Commando for buying me Geometry Dash on Steam and really helping me getting back into GD. If you never bought it for me, I don't know if I would start playing it again. Thank you Aquatius, Rustam, Dudex, and Panman for helping me get back into GD, introducing me to new people, helping me with the editor because I originally wanted to come back as a creator, and just overall being cool people. Thank you to all of Geostorm. You guys are amazing. I love each and every one of you, and you're practically family to me. Thank you MSIC and Nobbleboy for always supporting me and always being there for me on my new journey. Thanks to my entire staff, Shadow, Ratsix, and Snowy as my admins, Mew, Nord, Flame, and Twoots as my mods. And last but not least, Eddie and Sob for being amazing helpers. I also want to say thanks to 2 of my new best friends that I talk to a lot now and who are always there and are overall just awesome. Thank you Wallhug and HFC Red, you 2 are great. And now I want to do a special little tribute to those who stand me the closest today and mean the most to me in the entire community. Samifying, you are amazing. I may mock you every now and then, but that's because I know you're loyal. You're funny and just a joy to speak with, and you mean way more to me than you would think. Sorrow, you and I, we're quite similar. We love to help and we have a heart for other people. You're awesome, you'll always be. You mean so much more to me than you know. Cephal, you are insane, dude. You're a huge inspiration, and I hope we never stop fully talking. We haven't talked much recently, which kinda saddens me, but you're one of the best people I've ever met in Geometry Dash, and I hope we stay friends for a really long time to come. Thank you, Cobalt. We talk a decent amount, but that's not really why you're here. You have given me the biggest opportunity in my entire GD career outside of YouTube. You entrusted me with admin and co-owner position of the top 100 demon list, arguably the most influential fan-made list in the GD community, and this means so much to me. It's my second passion within GD. Thank you, man. It truly means the world to me. Thanks, HUUUUUGE, for being such an incredible friend and supporter. You and me have been kinda knifing about hitting 10,000 subscribers, supporting each other along the way while becoming very close friends meanwhile. You're always a blast to talk to, you work your ass off, and I really hope you can hit 10,000 yourself really soon. Thank you for always being there. Huge fat thanks to Eric Van Luderman for helping my career kickstart really. You gave me a shout out because you believed in me as a content creator, and we have moved on to working with each other on several occasions, and this means so much to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this opportunity, Eric. It means everything to me. And last but certainly not least, thank you so much to my best friend, my partner in crime, and probably the most important person in my life. Daniel, more commonly known to you guys as Trusta, you have literally done everything for me. You've been a supporter through my rage, my pain, my agony. You've always support whatever I do, and you're always someone I can talk to. I hope we never go our own separate ways, and I hope we stay friends for many years to come. Cause in all honesty, I don't know what I would do without you in my life at this point. We have so many great memories, and we're gonna have so many more to come. And I can't wait to finally meet you in real life. It's going to be insane. Thank you. That's all I have to say. And also, don't think I forgot, everyone. Thank you to each and every single one of you who has subscribed. Without you, I would literally be nothing right now. I appreciate every single one of you for taking time out of your day to watch the content I produce, and it blows my mind how much support I'm getting, and I'm forever thankful for it. So, this has been my entire story, and each person which has been majorly involved with it, and I sincerely hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm excited for the coming time. So, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end, extra pat on the back for you. I've been Aeon. Peace out.